What's up, everybody? My name is LikeIt's1985. This is my review of Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Decepticon Rumble. Here, of course, is Decepticon Rumble in vehicle form. And you can see primarily it's a blue car with the windows being translucent red plastic, which is really nice. It's got a spoiler back here. It's got a very small Decepticon symbol there in the back with some detailed rear tail lights. And here's the front end with a larger Decepticon symbol. So looking pretty cool. It does roll really well, as you can see there. And here's a look at the undercarriage. You can see here's the chest for the robot mode as well as the legs here. And this figure does come with these accessories. These are identical, and they plug into the side of the vehicle mode. You can see there, very nicely detailed as well. So we can plug these in on the side here. Whoops. For this type of effect. And I would imagine you can actually plug in Dark of the Moon mech tech weapons. In fact, I do have a mech tech weapon here, and it should fit in there just fine. Yeah. So, excuse me there. Let me go ahead and show you some comparisons. I do happen to have Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Autobot Skids here. And Skids is actually bigger. And I think these should be about the same scale. And you can see there's a size difference. So this Rumble here is a little bit smaller in scale than he should be. They should both be about the same size relative to each other. So there's that. And I also happen to have the Robots in Disguise Deluxe Class Viacon here. Also in car mode, of course. And you can see a size comparison there. Alright, so transformation is pretty simple even for a deluxe figure. First thing you want to do is you're going to take the panels here on the side, pull them out, simply untab them, take this whole top section here, fold it back. You want to separate down the middle here, split those apart. Coming down here, these will become the legs, split those apart. And then what you want to do is actually come over here, fold these out just about that point, and then you want to take this what was the front bumper here and rotate that to the side, to the inner side of the leg. Same thing over here, and then you can fully extend the legs out here and bring out the feet, and there you have the legs done for robot mode here. Now these pieces here need to go behind these pieces, so they want to actually go behind here, and they want to actually slide inward like that and bring these arms and shoulders down to the side like that, and make sure these are all the way in here. See, they're just on a slider, and they should slide in place there. Shoulders here, well, let me go ahead and bring out the head. Actually, you can take the chest, pull this up, and the head actually is on a spring. You can see the spring right there. Fold out the chest here. There we go. And you can see the head pops up. It's on a spring. There we go. And then you want to take this section here, fold it up like that. And I like to actually kind of lock it in place, so to speak, by putting this tab over the rim here like that, so then it doesn't move around. Because otherwise, if you move it up like that and you don't sort of lock it in place, it just kind of flops down. And so I like to just make sure it's all the way over there. I think that might be in the instructions too. You can see how it's just underneath that lip there. And then rotate the arms around. The arms were simply pegged in with this side of the arm facing the top of the roof there. Let me just come back here and get these all squeezed in. There we go. That's what we should really be like that. So the back should be looking like that. The front looking like this. And that is robot mode for Decepticon Rumble here. Go and rotate the arms around like that. And there you go. So let's start off, before I get into articulation, let's go ahead and go do some size comparisons here. First, I'll bring in Deluxe Megatron. Let me straighten this guy up here. There you go, Deluxe Megatron. And Cliffjumper. So there is a size comparison with those guys. And let me also bring in Soundwave here. If I can get him to stand up. There we go. And let me go ahead and take away Megatron and actually bring Cliffjumper back in and bring in Wheeljack. So he's he's definitely a bulky figure and probably average height. He's shorter than Wheeljack and about the same height as Cliffjumper here, which Cliffjumper, if you have this figure, the RID Deluxe, he's pretty short, so you may get an idea of the size just based on those comparisons. Hopefully you got a good idea there. And let's go over articulation right now. The head itself, on a ball joint, it's got some really nice light piping. You can see as I take away my hand from the back, the light does come through. Very evil looking, as it should be for a Decepticon. Shoulders can go up and down, as you can see right there. The shoulder itself is on a ball joint, and you have swivel at the bicep and a bend at the elbow. There is no articulation of the wrist or the hand because this is all one solid piece there. There actually is a little bit of articulation at the waist, and you do have the hips themselves on a ball joint, so you do have a wide range of movement there. Swivel at the thigh, bend at the knee, and I guess you can argue you do have ankle articulation. So pretty cool. Design-wise, it does have an homage to the G1 Rumble Frenzy robot modes, because you do have these what look to be the design here is interesting because it looks like these are eyes here and you got the mouth. So that's a really unique design, and that's one of the reasons why I was so excited about picking up the Decepticon Rumble here, is because of the sort of like this evil looking face on his chest. To say nothing about the actual head sculpt there, which is pretty evil looking as well, or Decepticon looking I should say. I do like these shoulder pieces here. I know they're kibble, but somehow it works for me. It just gives them like a really broad shoulder look. Like these could be like armor, you know, like shoulder armor here, which is pretty cool. We got some yellow going on as well to break up the blue color down here as well. Really nice, not too bad. And like I say, it's very unique looking with this chest area. But yeah, the two sort of circular designs here on his chest are really like the cassettes, the G1 cassettes, where in robot mode they'd have a similar design orientation. So that's pretty cool. So it does have a little bit of a G1 feel to it. And let's see, weapons. Well, what you can do is you can certainly place the weapons in the hands like this, which looks pretty badass. I like that. And if you go ahead and do this, kind of put the arm straight down, you do have the G1 type of pile driver look to it, as you can see. You know, you get the idea. So that looks kind of like a G1-esque type of design in terms of how the Frenzy Rumble appeared in the actual G1 cartoon. Now, what you can do, because you still have these peg holes here, it's really kind of cool. You can peg these weapons on either side here. Whoops. Let me bring the chest back together, get the arm out of the way, and plug this in here if I can. I'll do the same thing over here. And because you have the use of these peg holes, what you got is some sort of torso-mounted machine gun type of look. You can see there. Really badass as well. Let me straighten out his arm. That looks kind of weird. But yeah, you get the idea. You can have your weapons on the side like that, you know, just pegged in there. So that is pretty cool as well. That's a nice figure. The only thing I can complain about is I bought this at Walmart, and Walmart usually has the cheapest figures by they're usually cheaper by $1 or $2 than Target or Toys R Us. This figure cost me $15 and change. When the first Transformers Prime Deluxe figures came out, they were priced at about $12 and change. Well, they've gone up, unless my Walmart here is like different from the rest of the country, but man, $15 for a deluxe figure, that's getting up there in price. It's $5 more to be a price of a Voyager class figure. So nonetheless, though, I'm really happy with this. I actually had it on order from Big Bad Toy Store, but I was at Walmart today doing some grocery shopping. I saw this figure as well as Sergeant Cup. I snatched them up and I canceled my pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store, which would have cost me $10 more. And the reason I wanted to get the pre-order is because the Sergeant Cup mold was going to be retooled, recolored into a Ironhide mold, and they've since announced that's going to be not sold in the United States. So, nonetheless, I'm really happy to see this. I was really surprised and pleased to see Decepticon Rumble here at my local retail store. Before I end the review here, let me quick show you the packaging. You can see it has a nice picture of Decepticon Rumble there. And in the background, you can see they actually does come with a DVD. In this case, it is the episode called Loose Cannons. So there is that DVD you get with this figure. And of course, on the back, you have the bio, which you're certainly welcome to read, and a look at the robot mode and the vehicle mode. On the side here, you have a mugshot of Decepticon Rumble along with his technical data. So that is it. This is a cool figure. I definitely recommend it, despite the increase in price. I still like it a lot. It's got a lot of character with the chest design, with the armor on the shoulders. Despite that being kibble, I kind of like it and it kind of works for me. So I do like it a lot. I really do. I honestly do. Alright, well, thanks for watching. This has been a review of Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Decepticon Rumble. Thanks for watching.